everyone, welcome to my review of this electric bike by TST e-bikes. Inside this video, we're going to go ahead and unbox this e-bike, set it up step by step, go over some of the features included, as well as do a brake test, a speed test, and by the end of the video, I'm going to let you know whether or not this e-bike is worth buying. Let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. This is what everything looks like inside the box. From what I can tell, extremely well packaged. Let's go ahead and get this bike out of here. Now all that's left to do is remove the padding. Now that all the padding is removed, let's go ahead and see what's included with this bike. So we do have to install the front wheel, and it also looks like we have to install the derailleur guard as well as the brake stand. We also have the pedals included, as well as the charger here, which is going to be a 42 volt, 2 amp hour output. And we have a bag of all the tools included, as well as the battery already inside the bike, and 2 sets of keys attached to the handlebars. Now I must say that TST did send me this bike to test and review inside this video, but you're only going to get my honest opinion after we test it out. Our first part of the setup process is going to be installing the kickstand. That's held in by 2 screws, and we're going to be using an Allen wrench here to tighten it into place. Following the kickstand, we'll just quickly install the seat post. Next was probably the most complicated part of the setup, and that was installing the front wheel. All I had to do was flip the bike upside down, line up the wheel with the brake pads, and install it. Then came the installation of the handlebar, which is pretty simple. There are 4 screws on the front of the cage, and you have to remove all 4 of them. Then just make sure to set up the handlebars in the correct orientation and reinstall the cage. Then I went ahead and made sure that the handlebars were lined up with the front tire and tightened everything down. And lastly, one of the easiest parts is just installing the pedals. All you have to do is line them up and screw them in. And that is the setup. As far as specs and features go, we have a 7.8 amp hour, 280 watt hour battery that is removable with a key. And we have our charging port here on the bottom. And with the size of the charger and the size of the battery, you're going to be looking at about a 5-hour charge time to get it to 100% battery. To install it, it's fairly simple. You just slide it into the bottom of the frame here, and it will snap into place. Remove the key, and the battery is secure. We also have a 7-speed gear set by Radius, dual mechanical disc brakes, a 360 watt motor with a peak of 500, a reflector on the seat post, and then we have our main control panel here and our thumb throttle. So we can go ahead and turn this on by holding down the power button. And we have this button here. If you hold it down for 2 seconds, we'll turn on the headlight, which is fairly bright for how small it is. And then these 2 buttons here are going to be your pedal assist, and it goes all the way up to pedal assist number 5. Then we can press this information button to take a look at trip and odometer. And then we also have a 5-bar battery readout, which is going to be in increments of 20%. Another nice inclusion to this bike is going to be front suspension. That's going to have decent travel that should eat up potholes pretty well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take it out on a gravel trail to see how it handles some rougher terrain. And we'll also do a speed test in each one of the pedal assist levels, as well as a brake test. We have full battery. We're going to start off with pedal assist number 1, and I'll let you know what speed we hit. I'm also going to be in the highest gear, so let's get this started. It looks like in pedal assist number 1, we're going to be topping out at 8 miles per hour. So I'll go ahead and bump this up to pedal assist number 2, and we'll see where it takes us. We're at 9 miles, 10, 11, and it looks like pedal assist number 2 tops out at 11 miles an hour. Let's bump it up to number 3 here. I immediately feel a boost in number 3, and we are at 14 miles an hour, and looks like we're topping out at 14. Time for pedal assist number 4, and now we're really cruising here. We're hitting speeds of 18. 18 was the top speed. Now let's try pedal assist number 5. Highest gear, pedal assist number 5. I'm pedaling as hard as I can, and we topped out at 22 miles an hour. Now, one thing I did notice about this e-bike is you have to be in the higher levels of pedal assist to get the most out of the throttle. So I'm going to be testing out the throttle in pedal assist number 5, and we'll see how fast it goes. All you have to do is just press on the thumb throttle located on the left side. So right now we're at 17, 18 miles an hour, 19 miles an hour. 19 miles an hour was the top speed that I could get by pressing on the thumb throttle. Now I was pretty impressed with both the pedal assist levels and the thumb throttle. Out of the thumb throttle, we got 19 miles an hour, and out of pedal assist, we got 22 miles an hour, meaning you can cruise from anywhere from 8 miles an hour to 22 miles an hour in pedal assist. As far as handling goes, I was pretty impressed with this electric bike by TST. The trail that I was testing it on has quite a bit of loose gravel, and it handled it better than most bikes, and I believe that's because of the knobby tires that come with it. And even at higher speeds and braking, I noticed that it handled it pretty well. When it came to the brake test, I was traveling at 15 miles an hour, and then I slammed on the brakes, and it took me about 10 to 15 feet to come to a complete stop, which I thought was pretty good for mechanical disc brakes. After all that testing, I feel like I can give my honest opinion of what I truly think of this electric bike, and that is that I would recommend this bike if you know exactly what you're getting into. With something like this that has a motor that peaks out at 500 watts, you can't expect this bike to go 28 miles an hour or climb up any hill at an insane speed, but you can definitely expect it to be a great commuter bike that also handles gravel extremely well. If you're okay cruising at anywhere between 8 to 22 miles an hour, you're gonna love this bike. It is peppy, it is speedy, even though it has that smaller motor, and it really does have a lot going on for it. You have an integrated headlight, integrated wires, an easy to remove battery, as well as decent mechanical disc brakes and 5 levels of pedal assist that reach 22 miles an hour. It's also fairly lightweight as far as e-bikes go, and you do get a front suspension, which most bikes around this value point don't come with. I also really enjoyed the step-through frame. It was very easy to get on and off the bike, and if you're going to be stopped a lot at stoplights or stop signs, you're going to really appreciate having that step-through design. All in all, I can definitely recommend this e-bike from TST. It performed really well in all of my testing, and it's a solid beginner-friendly e-bike. And for that reason, I think it's worth it. Thank you so much for watching this video review, and I hope that it helps.